Jaishankar thanks the Navy for the successful mission. NDMA issues guidelines on restarting of manufacturing industries after lockdown period, aims to reduce the risk of industrial hazards during the restart after prolonged shutdown. (19,357) patients recover from COVID-19 infection in the country. The active cases reach 41,472, 2,109 casualties thus far. And globally, COVID-19 confirmed cases cross 40 lakh, 25,000. And deaths across the world now are 2,79,000. The US is the worst affected with 78,794 deaths. Namaskar and welcome to the news. I'm Mark Lynn. Let's begin with our top story. India's massive evacuation mission Vande Bharat continues on the fourth day today. Special flights carrying stranded Indians from abroad continue to arrive in various parts of the country. An Air India flight carrying 243 passengers landed in Mumbai from Singapore under the Vande Bharat mission. Earlier, a special flight carrying Indian nationals from London arrived at the Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport in Mumbai. Another flight from Muscat to Kochi landed with 177 passengers and 4 infants, while a flight from Kuala Lumpur with 177 passengers and 1 infant landed in Tiruchirappalli last night. Air India flight from Kuwait to Hyderabad also landed with 160 passengers. More Indians are scheduled to arrive from abroad later in the day today. Flights carrying Indian nationals from Riyadh and London will land in Delhi. Other flights that will arrive today include flight from Kuwait to Chennai, Kuala Lumpur to Cochin and Doha to Thiruvananthapuram. Meanwhile, the US leg of the historic Vande Bharat mission started today from San Francisco. The first of the series of special flights from India, of Air India, carrying over 200 Indian nationals took off from San Francisco. Around 2,000 Indians are likely to be repatriated through 7 flights from the 4 cities in the first phase till May 15. According to the Indian Embassy officials, priority is being given to those Indian nationals who were laid off from work, have medical emergencies or visa expiry issues, pregnant women, senior citizens, a death in the family and students. 25,000 Indians are stranded in the United States and they've expressed their interest in traveling back home aboard these special Air India flights. And as the government is working round the clock to bring back stranded Indians from abroad under the ongoing Vande Bharat mission, people stranded in the Philippines who are all set to fly back to India have expressed their gratitude to the government of India for this repatriation.
Since we entered, the lockdown began and then we got stranded on an island called Palawan. Finding our way from there has been a journey, but with the help of the Department of Tourism, we got into Manila, and the Indian Embassy helped us with the on-ground transport, and we got into a hotel. Today, we are actually taking the first flight out of Manila and getting into Bombay. It's the first flight out of the Philippines with the Vande Bharat mission.
Indian Embassy in Philippines has helped us a lot to arrange everything on time, make sure that everybody is able to get into the airport, take the flight with the health screening and everything. They have arranged for special buses to pick up the students. All the family members are waiting for us at our home, eagerly waiting to reach there. Thanks a lot, Indian Embassy. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Without you, it was not possible.
And Arun Sharma now joins us with an update on this story. Well, Arun, it's a massive logistical exercise. Thousands of Indians stranded abroad expressing their desire to come forward and be a part of this mission Vande Bharat. But the government has limitations on there has to be social distancing norms in place. The number of flights also have to be, you have to put them on priority in a sense. And so just take us through some of the criteria for selecting the people who are, who are making it on these flights?
That's right, Mark. And well, the government as of now is focusing on a safe return of the passengers as well. And what government is ensuring as of now, there are 3 steps. Number 1, all the asymptomatic passengers are only being allowed over here. And second important aspect is that, Mark, that thermal screening is happening at both the points. That means whenever a passenger or an Indian is traveling from a foreign soil, he is being thermal screened over there. And when he's coming back over here to India, he is thermal screened over here. Now, after his thermal screening, he's coming back to India, is also supposed to be in 14 days quarantine, which is made available by the state government. But for that, the passenger will have to pay for this quarantine, because this is a paid quarantine facility. So all in all, government is ensuring that all the passengers who are coming here back to India should be in quarantine, are being thermal checked at both the points. And yes, Arogya Setu app is also being downloaded by these passengers, so that anybody who is coming in contact or coming closer to these passengers, they are aware of the fact that these people are foreign returned. They have returned from foreign soil, and that's the reason they can be at a social distance with them. So these are some of the aspects that government is ensuring, so that the safe return of the passengers is ensured.
Right. Also, these the passengers have to pay for these services, and so this is an important aspect as well, because I mean, the mission is has to be financed as well. We know that. I would just put this into perspective for us, because there are flights that are coming in from the United States at this point of time, which are, very long flights, and on a normal basis, those flights will cost a lot of money.
That's right. Now, we should also remember this fact that mostly all the aircraft which are going from India to abroad to take these passengers, these flights are going, all in all, actually, they are vacant flight, they are empty flights which are going from here. Second important part, we should also understand this fact that government is ensuring that the passengers who have some kind of urgency, maybe the medical urgency or some other kind of urgency, are only being evacuated in first place. The missions have prepared all the database of the passengers who want to return back, and they have categorized only the prioritized, and it is giving priority to only those passengers who have some kind of urgency, like medical urgency. The pregnant ladies are being evacuated in first place. Second important part is that the government is ensuring anybody who has lost their jobs in primarily Gulf countries, they are being evacuated in first place, so that the priority is given to them. But yes, when they come back home, it is also necessary that safety and security of all Indians as well can be put in place, and that should be also considered. And that's the reason why these passengers will have to be in quarantine facility. They are being thermal checked at both the places, and of course, yes, Arogya Setu app is also being downloaded by them. So government is ensuring, on one side they are evacuating as well, on the other side is also ensuring that there is no financial burden also on the airlines, and third point, it is ensuring that yes, safety and security can be ensured for everyone.
Yes, safety and security is an important aspect, so you can tell us a little bit more about that. When they do arrive here, they have to be in quarantine for 14 days, and also, I mean, if some of them do get have symptoms even on the flights, there are emergency measures that are in place, and when they arrive also, they would be sent to facilities that can deal with those emergencies. Right now, there haven't been any such cases, but we are prepared for everything, isn't it?
That's right. Now, let's try to understand this entire procedure. Now, in first place, the missions globally are preparing the list as of now, that which passengers are eligible to travel, number one, according to the priority list. They are also testing, they're checking as to if any passenger or any Indian who wants to come back is not having any kind of symptoms of COVID-19. So, and then only they are being finalized in the final list. When they come to airport to board the flight, at the time thermal screening is taking place, they are being made to download the Arogya Setu app. They are being boarded, and the flight, the flights are ensuring that social distancing can be ensured. All the passengers primarily do have masks and some kits as well, or some kind of PPE cover that they can wear initially. All the passengers who can afford it, they can wear it. And when they come back to India, they are here in the 14 days quarantine. And after the 14 days, a test will be done. And if in case they are found negative in this test, then and then only they'll be allowed to go ahead to their house and to meet their loved ones. But yes, government is ensuring that they'll have to wait for 14 days in quarantine, so that the spread, if in case some asymptomatic passenger is there, he should not, or he or she should not become a carrier. So that's why the government is also ensuring all these points.
Thank you very much, Arun Sharma, for those inputs. Moving on to our next story then, INS Jalashwa, carrying 698 Indian nationals from the Maldives, the capital over there, Malé, has reached Kochi today in Kerala. The evacuation is part of the Indian government's program to evacuate Indians stranded abroad. The program is named Samudra Setu by the Indian Navy and entails bringing back around 2,000 Indians in 4 ships from the Maldives. As part of Samudra Setu program under the Vande Bharat mission, the second ship of the Indian Navy, INS Magar, will leave for Kochi today, carrying around 200 Indian nationals from the Maldives. And also, the evacuation is part of the Indian government's program to evacuate Indians stranded abroad. The program is named Samudra Setu, as we know, by the Indian Navy, and it entails bringing back around 2,000 Indians in 4 ships from the Maldives. This is the Indian Navy's first massive evacuation exercise during COVID-19 lockdown. The External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, in a tweet has thanked the Indian Navy, the Defence Ministry and the Kerala government for their support and cooperation. The EAM, in a tweet, has also hailed the High Commissioner to Maldives, Sanjay Sudhir, and his team. Dr. Jaishankar further said that he is looking forward to the safe return of the next batch of Indians from the Maldives. Meanwhile, India has sent its naval ship Kayseri to the Maldives, Mauritius, Madagascar, Comoros and Seychelles on the request for assistance in dealing with COVID-19 pandemic. INS Kayseri carries on board 2 medical assistance teams, consignments of COVID-related essential medicines and food items. It will deliver consignments of COVID-related medicines to Mauritius, Madagascar, Comoros and Seychelles, and about 600 tons of food items to the Maldives. In addition, in case of Mauritius, a special consignment of Ayurvedic medicines is also being sent. The consignments meant for Madagascar and Comoros also include hydroxychloroquine tablets, which have already been sent earlier to Mauritius, Maldives and Seychelles. The medical assistance teams will be deployed in Mauritius and Comoros, helping their governments to deal with COVID emergency and dengue fever in the case of Comoros. The National Disaster Management Authority has issued guidelines to the states regarding the reopening of closed industrial institutions due to the lockdown. The guidelines have been issued in view of the Visakhapatnam chemical leak incident. The states have been asked to maintain preparedness of the disaster management system. The NDMA has instructed industries to take all necessary precautions. Industries have been advised not to fall for the high target race as soon as the factory starts, and the first trial or test run should be done properly. The guidelines have also mandated continuous testing of all devices under safety protocols. Moreover, employees should be made aware of the safety norms, and if the industries face problems, they can seek the cooperation from the state and the administration. And now let's take a look at the latest data of the COVID-19 cases across the country. This is from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. 41,472 active cases, 19,357 people have been discharged. The deaths have been 2,109 and the total cases 62,939. Maharashtra remains the worst affected with 20,228 total cases, followed by 7,796 confirmed cases in Gujarat. Delhi, which is Rajya city actually, 6,542 cases in Delhi and 6,535 in Tamil Nadu. The Confederation of Indian Industries today organized a virtual town hall on the topic health and the economy. Eminent personalities from the industry and health sector participated in the program. During the discussion, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences Director, Dr. Randeep Guleria, has said that the fight against coronavirus gives India an opportunity for progress in the field of health and science.
This is also a way of looking at it as an opportunity for India to really start using this to come into the forefront in the area of science and health, in becoming a world leader in this area, as India became a leader in the IT sector. And that is something that we need to keep in mind, that this should also be looked as an opportunity, because there is a lot of reluctance for a lot of technology and equipment and stuff which is coming from China. We should really look at this as an opportunity to put India in the forefront for manufacturing, health-related products, and also healthcare in the very near future.
The chairperson of Biocon Limited, Dr. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, has said that India is a leading pharmaceutical manufacturer in the world and there are immense opportunities ahead for the country in vaccine development.
Vaccines is a very interesting scenario for India. We are the largest producers of vaccines in terms of volumes. And now is our opportunity to be the largest producers of vaccines which will fight the coronavirus, COVID-19. Let me tell you that India is necessarily an important and integral partner for any vaccine maker anywhere in the world. And this is now providing and giving us an opportunity to be a very important and dominant player in vaccines.
And the president of CII, Vikram Kirloskar, has said that industry must come forward and extend support to migrant workers. Industries can consider relocating to the place of origin of the migrant workers as well.
And as industry, I think we have to look at the states where this migrant labor has come from. Can we open our industry in those states? If you look at the concentration of the auto industry, there's a concentration around Delhi, there's a concentration around Bombay, Pune, and there's a concentration around Chennai and Bangalore, whether it's the car companies or whether it's the suppliers. I think this has to spread out a bit where the migrant labor is also coming from. And perhaps this is an opportunity, again, if we look at ourselves as responsible industrialists, to see how we can build the rest of the country up, where these poor people have been forced to come out and find work.
And Italy's envoy to India has expressed his country's intentions to invest more in India, asserting that Make in India is a pillar of India-Italy relations. He further adds that Italy and India, as the chair of G20, if this is in the years 2021 and 2022, want a reinforcement of international organizations. Let's listen.
India and Italy will have the presidency of the next G20 in 2021 Italy, 2022 India. And the Indian government, the Italian government share the same vision of multilateralism, international collaboration, reinforcement of international organization, and also exchange in the field of research and development.
Stay tuned for this interview on DD News at 6:30 p.m. today and on DD India at 8 p.m. tonight. Our next story, by bringing retail shoppers and buyers to a digital platform, how is Mumbai reducing the rush at shops during the lockdown? Get to know from this report.
Retail shoppers have been advised to resume their businesses during lockdown. Amidst this, flocking of crowd to the shops becomes natural. To avoid scenario like this, 3 Bengaluru-based entrepreneurs have created a mobile application which ensures hassle-free interaction of buyers and shopkeepers at a common digital platform.
कोरोना वायरस की वजह से अभी दुकान जो है वो कुछ ही घंटों के लिए खुल रही है और उन्हीं कुछ घंटों में काफ़ी सारी भीड़ जो है दुकानों पर जमा हो रही है। वो भीड़ जमा ना हो, इसीलिए हम टैप शॉप स्माइल के जरिए लोकल दुकानदारों को उनके लोकल कस्टमर से जो है मिला रहे हैं। और इसके पीछे हमारा विजन यही है कि कोरोना वायरस जो इतना तेज़ी से फैल रहा है, सब कुछ बंद होने के बावजूद उसमें और भी जो है कमी आए, यही हमारा उद्देश्य है।
With no restriction on shopping time, the app has increased the business of retailers as it provides order anytime facility to the consumers. The application, named Tap Shop Smile, is also being successfully used in Mumbai.
ESS ऐप है, वो मैंने डाउनलोड कर लिया। बाद में अभी मैं क्या करता हूँ कि वही ऐप से मैं शॉप से सामान खरीदता हूँ हर रोज। इससे क्या होगा, मुझे अभी दुकान जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती और मैं सेफ भी फील करता हूँ। आपके ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर करने की वजह से आप अपना सामान तुरंत ले जा सकते हैं
और इस ऐप्स की वजह से मेरे बिजनेस में और ग्राहकों में बहुत बढ़ोतरी हो रही है।
आप इस ऐप के द्वारा ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं, जो आपका ऑर्डर मेरे दुकान पर आ जाएगा, जिससे मैं आपका सामान आपके घर पर पहुंचा सकता हूं या एकदम पैक करके रख सकता हूं। आप उस सामान को मुझसे ले जा सकते हैं।
Successful attempt of the young entrepreneurs to facilitate social distancing is being lauded by everyone. Yogesh Sheetal's report, DD News, Mumbai.
Well, a piece of information is being circulated on social media and the print media as well, that a special train will bring migrants from Uttarakhand back. Now, that information, according to PIB, is totally being rejected. This information is rejected. The news shown in the media is wrong. There is no such information yet.
ट्रेन के बारे में अभी जो मैसेज सर्कुलेट हुआ है सोशल मीडिया में भी और मीडिया में भी आया हुआ है, जिसमें डेट लिखी हुई है कि 10 तारीख को इतनी ट्रेन चलेंगी, 11 तारीख को इतनी ट्रेन चलेंगी, वो न्यूज़ सही नहीं है। अभी सिर्फ एक 11 तारीख को हमारे पास एक इंडिकेशन आया है कि बेंगलोर से ट्रेन चलेगी, वो भी अभी एक इंडिकेशन है। इसके अलावा अन्य किसी प्रदेश से और रेलवे की तरफ से अभी कोई इंडिकेशन नहीं है कि किस तारीख को हमारी ट्रेन चलेगी। जब भी डेट तय होगी अगले 2-3 दिन में या 4 दिन में, तब हम सूचित सभी को करेंगे कि किस तारीख को हमारी ट्रेन चल रही।
And another fact check, well, the Delhi police has denied the claims that it's in a story published in a national daily stating that the Delhi Police Crime Branch has found an audio clip mentioned in the police FIR against Markaz Nizamuddin head Maulana Saad Khandalvi, and the PIB has busted this rumor, terming it fake. Meanwhile, more than 40 lakh confirmed cases of coronavirus have been reported around the world, while the global COVID-19 death toll is nearing 28 lakhs. As per the latest data, the global death toll is 27 lakhs and about 90,329. 40 lakh 25,175 confirmed cases have been reported globally. That should be 2 lakhs actually. 2 lakhs is the global death toll, not 20 lakhs, 2 lakhs. The US currently accounted for the highest number of coronavirus deaths in the world at 78,794, followed by the UK in the second place at 31,662 fatalities. The other countries with over 10,000 deaths are Italy, Spain, France and Brazil. And Mother's Day is being celebrated today. The day is celebrated on the second Sunday of May, and it's dedicated to all mothers. The bond between mother and child is one of the most amazing relationships on the planet. To mark this occasion, women of ISKCON temple of Dwarka cooked meals to serve the needy, and they believe that on Mother's Day, the needy will get a meal cooked by the mother. And that, in fact, is a very noble cause. More than 1,000 women have been seen cooking and stirring the ladle. Evidently, ISKCON temple feeds approximately 5 lakh people on a daily basis. The Delhi police have dedicated a video to mothers on the occasion. The frontline warriors of COVID-19, women police personnel themselves are telling you what it means to be a mother and to hold them dear. Let's take a look.
Beautiful,
power,
खूबसूरत,
sacrifice,
genuine,
भगवान,
दयालु,
friend,
Jannat.
encouragement,
Unconditional love. I'd like to wish my mother and all the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day. And to my mother, I don't think I would be here without her.
एक बैकबोन परिवार के लिए, अपने बच्चों के लिए एक प्रेरणा स्रोत,
भगवान द्वारा बनाया हुआ रचना को दुनिया में लाने वाली माँ,
मेरी माँ बहुत दयालु है, हर बार मेरा बहुत ख्याल रखती है और जब भी कोई संकट आता है तो मेरी माँ मेरे लिए हर बार खड़ी रहती है।
सारे दुखों से परे एक जन्नत जो कि हमें सिर्फ माँ के साथ ही मिल सकती है। माँ जिस तरीके से अपने बच्चों को प्यार करती है ऐसा कोई नहीं कर सकता। अनकंडीशनल लव, बिना किसी लालच के, बिना किसी लोभ के उनका ध्यान रखना, ये सिर्फ एक माँ ही कर सकती है।
Thank you, Mate.
Thank you, Mate. Thank you, Mate.
Thank you, Mate. Thank you, Mate.